Hey guys, what is up? Mike here, Laker Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. This was a close one. Lakers squeak out the win over the Sacramento Kings 99-97. LeBron James murdered somebody on a dunk. AD kind of looked out of it, didn't have a big game. Kuzma had an early first half, didn't really play much in the second half, which I'll talk about. And KCP saved us. I think I called that. Anyway, let's talk about it. But before we do, as you all know, if you're in need of some fresh Lakers gear, check out the site. Link is in the description, fanatics.com. I'm now partnered with them. They have all the fresh beanies, hats, jerseys, t-shirts, classic jerseys, starter jackets, sweatshirts, hoodies, anything you need Lakers related. They have all the freshest stuff on the internet. Check out the site. Link is in the description, fanatics.com. Buy you a few things. Let's get into this game. So Lakers squeak out a victory over the Sacramento Kings 99-97. And for me, the story of this particular game is not just that KCP saved us and kind of stepped up and scored 12 points in the fourth quarter, which was crazy, but the fact that the Kings look really good to me. I mean, I'm not even joking. Not that the fact that they can shoot the lights out. They're missing De'Aaron Fox, who's a bona fide all-star when he's fully healthy and fully going, and Marvin Bagley, who's friggin' a better Chris Bosh, basically. And they're playing without those guys, and they came in looking hella confident. Now, this was surprising to me because I didn't know this was what we were going to get from the Sacramento Kings. I thought it was going to be like one of those Warriors games where this was a team that was kind of out of it. They weren't in it. Nah, this looks like a playoff team to me. They look better than the Phoenix Suns, and the Phoenix Suns is playing really, really good. This team looks really good. They look confident. They're big. They're long. They can shoot the lights out from three, and they defended well. And it seems like they're coached well because it seemed like Luke Walton had them playing zone at times. They had us stealing our tip. They knew where that was going to LeBron James for JaVale McGee for the lob. And they played us really well. They took a lot out of our game. I mean, they took AD out of his game. They took JaVale McGee out of his game. JaVale McGee had 17 and 18 last game. And coming into this game, you think, who would be defending him? But no, he had 2 points. I mean, Dwight Howard didn't do much, but he did, do his muscle in the middle. And the game was up and down. They got out by 10 early and kind of kept the lead for the most part leading into second half. And then Vogel made some adjustments, and we picked it up in the third quarter. And it was just back and forth in the fourth. LeBron James going crazy, and KCP stepped up and made some big shots late. AD with a big block to end the game, and we pull it out 99-97. I'm just super impressed. Now obviously you look and go, man, we should have won this game and we played sloppy. We did, but when I'm analyzing this game, we didn't take them seriously, but the Kings are actually way better than their record. They're not a slouch team. They're not a scrub team by any means, and they were the laughingstock of the NBA for the first 5 games. So to me, the story of this game is the Kings look like they're going to be a team to be messed with. Now, in my opinion, I would even put them over the Portland Trailblazers in my opinion. That's how good they are, because Buddy Hield can shoot, Bogdanovich can shoot, that big power forward Euro dude can shoot, Yogi can shoot, Harrison Barnes can shoot here and there, but they're missing De'Aaron Fox and Marvin Bagley. Now, they're going to be a squad, and also Richaun Holmes. Like, why does all these power forwards look like all-stars against us? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, they look very, very, very impressive to me. So, in my opinion, yes, we didn't play our game, but shout out to Luke Walton and the Sacramento Kings. I got my eye on them. I think they're going to be a team to be messed with against us. And each time we go against them, we got to have our antennas up, and we got to play a much better game going in next time. And AD got to get into it. I mean, he seems kind of out of it. I mean, somebody was tweeting at me and was like, Mike, I noticed AD looks kind of like he's unhappy. To me, I get that feeling too, and I don't know what it is. I'm joking around saying it could be something, he's arguing with his his girlfriend or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is, because he should be happy He was well rested last game. We're 9-2 on the season. We've now moved to what, 10-2? Yeah, we're 10-2 on the season. I mean, he should be happy. He should be energetic, trying to get more touches, trying to ask for the ball, and trying to be more involved. He seemed to be taking that secondary role and kind of just kicking back and not really, and settling for a lot of step back jumpers and things like that, where he should be probably getting closer to the rim, getting on the post, and getting to the foul line. If you're going to go up against a team that's going to be a tougher defensive team like the Kings were today, they were playing really good team defense. So in that situation, you know what, get the ball and let's just muscle up all game. You know, you're gonna have to get to the line 17 times or whatever. Like one of those games where when AD was actually in it early on in the season, he got to the line, like he made like 26 out of 27 free throws. And so that's night and day from what we're seeing from Anthony Davis today. And LeBron James had to really just carry us on his back. And we're kind of asking too much from LeBron James right now, because he played 39 minutes. He scored 29 points, 11 assists, 4 rebounds, 10 of 20. I mean, LeBron James is playing an MVP basketball right now, in my opinion. I mean, he is definitely carrying us. And I think AD, unless he's hurt, unless he's under the weather, he needs to kind of step up. So that's my call out to AD. Yes, he did put in 17 points. He did have that big block at the end. But to me, you're better than this, and you need to get more involved in the game. I don't even think we have to run more plays for him. I think LeBron James is more than willing to pass him the ball, get him the ball, but he's settling for these shots, these long shots, and kind of getting out of it. And it was a point where he was playing, LeBron was on the bench, but they were making a run. Coach had to bring LeBron James back in, because I mean, LeBron James in there was making better decisions and things like that. And LeBron James, as you can see, he was plus 13. Anthony Davis was -5 in the plus-minus rating. So that means that there was no situation where AD was carrying us or scoring more points than the Kings at any moment while he was in the game. Shows that LeBron James was clearly carrying us. Danny Green also, but for the most part, so you look at the scores, 17 points from Anthony Davis, 29 from LeBron James, nothing from JaVale McGee, 6 points from Danny Green. He had a nice block. 16 points from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I actually called it. I tweeted out, hey, start KCP. He's going to have a breakout game. Midway through the game, I'm like, let's waive this fool. This fool is like throwing up air balls or whatever, air ball layups. And then fourth quarter, he goes crazy. He scores 12 points, hits some threes. I mean, not even joking around. I'm not even joking around. KCP saved us this game. If it wasn't for KCP's shot making in the fourth quarter, we would have lost this game. And so that tells you right there how bad we were playing overall, or how lightly we took the Sacramento Kings coming into this game, and we didn't think that they would defend that well as they did. So in my opinion, LeBron James at the post-game said game ball goes to KCP. So in my opinion, I'm going to give KCP one. Game ball goes to KCP. And that makes me like maybe 5 or 6 on predictions this year. So I'm pretty good. Anyway, Kuzma, 13 points in the first half. He carried us in the first half, in my opinion. First quarter and then second quarter. And then for the most part, he didn't really play a lot in the third or fourth quarter. He played a few minutes in the third, couple minutes, maybe a minute or so in the fourth, and he got pulled. So the thing about Kuzma is this. Kuzma has his legs back. Kuzma has his confidence back. So you're starting to see that his shot is falling. So Kuzma is now being really efficient from the three-point line. I think he's shooting over 45% from three over the last 3 to 4 games. And so now he's there. The problem that exists with Kyle Kuzma is when you watch Kuzma outside of scoring the basketball, his overall IQ approach to the game, like what he should be doing defensively, which is, horrendous. But not only that, with the ball in his hand or making the right reads, making the right plays, he does take some shots, some ill-advised shots. And when those shots aren't falling, it's almost like turnovers. But when you watch Kyle Kuzma in the game, he does not rebound and he does not defend well. And so when the shot goes up, he's out on the break looking for LeBron James to pass on the ball, which is a liability in situations where there's really little room for error. When there's no room for error, let's say you have you're a deficit and you need to make, get some defensive stops and really play smart basketball, not turn over the ball and things like that. Coaches like, do I leave KCP out there? Do I, pull Kuzma? Do I sit Kuzma on the bench? But so all in all, Kuzma is going to stay out there when his shot's falling. But in my opinion, dude needs to work on more than just scoring the basketball. And so when his shot's falling, Kuzma's going to look great. Everybody's going to forget about that things. But the point is this: when there's room for error, you can leave Kuzma out there and let him keep taking shots, and stuff like that. But when there's no room for error, I mean, you're going to have games like this where coach is going to put KCP in there instead of Kuzma. I mean, to think how bad KCP is and how much no one likes KCP, the coach relied on KCP over Kyle Kuzma. That should tell you exactly what I'm talking about. It's not about Kuzma can't score the basketball. It's all the other things. And I'm saying this: we actually need Kyle Kuzma to actually make some changes and step up, because when we do go against teams, when we are close-knit, close and tight, and there's no room for error, and we're going to need Kyle Kuzma to actually be in there for his height, for his scoring ability, he needs to kind of work on these other things and make better decisions off the ball and things like that. And so I'm pulling for him. Hopefully he can get it together and actually start improving on that end of the floor, rather than just, relying on Kuzma for, his Lou Williams ability, because he did carry us in the first half, and we need Kuzma definitely to play down the stretch as well. And because we can't rely on, I think this is the only game we're going to be able to rely on KCP to pull us out in the fourth quarter. So it's, and then Stu Lance was also saying it's very important to have that third scorer, and we need that in Kuzma. So we need Kuzma to be on the floor. Good game by Caruso too. Good defense from Caruso, 10 points from him. Definitely solid game from Caruso. And D. Howard played well in the post, defending and things like that. All in all, we pulled out the win. It was a very tough game. I was super impressed from the Sacramento Kings. We didn't really play well, but I contribute that to the Sacramento Kings and us not thinking they would actually come in that focused, and actually they're that good. So shouts out to them. But we pulled out the win. We're now 10-2 on the season. Shouts out to us. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching my videos. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on this game and everything I said. If you agree with me, you disagree with me, hit me up in the comments below. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MikeSportsLA. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. At the end of the video, you see that little circle. If you're on a mobile device, click that with your finger. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're on a desktop, hover over that with your mouse. Click on that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and get videos like this every single day in your inbox. Holla at your boy. We'll talk soon. Peace.